What if I told you that the best career move you could make in your accounting world, one that will set you apart from your peers, competitors, can be done right now and for free? But here's the catch: 99% of accounting professionals won't do it. And the big reason is fear. So stick around because at the end of this episode, I'll explain why this simple step can transform your career, your kudos, your reputation. I'm talking about the power of writing in public. Author comes from the same root word as authority. And it's the key to becoming a thought leader in our industry, shaping conversations, attracting opportunities you may not have thought possible. And this episode's about a career changing move for accounting professionals in getting your stuff into print, whether it's online, whether it's hard copy stuff. It could be the best career move you ever make. It's certainly the best one I ever made. I'm going to hold up here for the video my book, Build Your Reputation. It's with Wiley, the business publishers. It's on Amazon. You don't need to go and buy it by listening to this podcast. You're already building your reputation. But getting stuff in writing is something that will set you apart. And it's not just writing in private. I'm talking about public stuff, not just for the internal audience, but where people can see and engage with your ideas. It's one habit that will take you from being just another face in the crowd to a trusted voice in your field. And trust me, it's a lot easier than you think. So consider this. How many people in your accounting firm are actively sharing their thoughts on leadership, on industry changes, disruptive elements in the profession, client management? Not many. That's exactly why writing publicly can make you stand out. It is something of a game changer. And I don't use that lightly because most people won't take time to do it. And I get that thought leadership, building your personal brand, it's discretionary effort. Same as winning business, isn't it? Networking, asking for referrals, rainmaking. It's that stuff that you do when you've done all your billable hours. If you've got some spare time left and you're not on the golf course and you're not with your kids, and there's not much of it. But I'm not talking about writing academic papers, long technical reports. I'm just talking about practical everyday insights that you've already gained from your experience as an accountant, as a CPA, as a bookkeeper, as an accounting professional, your leadership lessons, your take on industry, even your thoughts on balancing work and personal life in a demanding profession like ours. These are all valuable contributions worth talking about. Take, for example, an accountant who writes regular LinkedIn posts about the common challenges clients face when adopting integrating new financial software. By sharing insights about the implementation process, tips, success stories, pitfalls, they're not only providing value to their clients, but they're positioning themselves as an expert in technology adoption in the accounting world. And that's how writing becomes a strategic career move. And on this Accounting Influencers podcast with me, Rob Brown, your host, we talk exactly about that. This is a show that shows you, as we pivot slightly from what we've been doing over the last few years, we are concentrating now on helping you build your influence, your reputation in your accounting role to serve your clients, to serve the accounting world better. So let's talk about why public writing works for accounting professionals. The accounting industry, profession, whatever you call it, it's evolving fast, faster than ever. And we're no longer just numbers people. And when I say we, I'm on the record. I'm a former high school math teacher. I'm a part qualified accountant, but I've been in this game 25 years now. So I know something of this world. We're no longer just numbers people. Clients and firms are looking for accountants who can communicate, who can persuade, lead, influence. And writing publicly, getting your stuff in words out there on LinkedIn or any other mediums, your firm's blog, social channels, allows you to demonstrate your expertise in a way that's hopefully approachable and relatable. And you might think, well, Rob, I'm not a writer. Or you might be thinking, I don't have any groundbreaking things to share. Fine. I hear that a lot, but you do. You really do. Every single day, you're solving problems. You're managing client relationships. You're having conversations. You're learning new things. And these everyday experiences are exactly what people need to hear about because they're relatable. If they're happening to you, they're happening to other people. But you will be the one that chooses to make a comment on it. As an example, If you write about a recent change in tax legislation in your state, in your area, and how it impacts, say, small business owners or the healthcare sector or the technology sector or the construction niche, whatever it is, you're not just showing your technical knowledge, but you're providing real value to those who might be struggling to understand, comprehend those changes. You're building a platform where your clients, your peers, your prospective clients, even prospective talent can see your expertise in action and think this is somebody I want to work with. We've got a sister show, the Accounting Talent Podcast. I dropped an episode recently on the idea that it's everyone's job in a firm to be hiring. Every firm is growing pretty much, and to do that, you need more people. And whether you're up at the top or down at the bottom, if you can be more intentional about hiring and looking out for opportunities, that's great for your influence. One of my favorite examples when it comes to writing is an accounting manager I worked with some time ago. Started writing a weekly post about cash flow management for small business. We know that businesses fail because of lack of marketing, lack of cash. And at first, it felt like nobody was reading them because you get that tumbleweed and one like and one view and everything else. But it was more important to him to get them out there. But within a few months, he had some clients reaching out to him specifically because they'd seen his post. He became known as the cash flow guy in his network, in his community. And that's the power of writing in public. It gives you the chance to shape your own narrative, put strong words out there, build your personal brand. And it staggers me why more accountants don't do it. In fact, most accountants don't do it because they get fearful. Fear of being ignored, fear of not being good enough, fear of not being a writer, fear of nobody watching it. And let's be honest, your first few posts, they might not get noticed, and that's okay. It's perfectly normal. But aren't your marketing team always asking partners and experts, technically strong professionals in the firm to create content because they're not accounting specialists? They don't have the knowledge that you have. So think of it like this. Start when no one's paying attention. That's actually an advantage for you. If you have a big audience and you go out there and you bomb, that's a problem. But with a small or no audience, it gives you time to find your voice, find your style, get comfortable with the process, refine the message. And by the time people start noticing, you're hopefully going to be better at it. I'm not asking you just yet to do videos and get on YouTube and create a channel and do all of that stuff on social media, but you can start to comment on things and put your thoughts into words. When I first started writing publicly, I was a school teacher. I'd never put anything in print. I had the same fears. Why would anyone care? Is anyone even going to read it? But over time, I kept at it. I found my audience. I found my style. I found my way, and the same will happen to you. So I want to hear from you if you want to reach out. Find me on LinkedIn. What's holding you back? If you're watching this on the YouTube video, put something in the comments here. We get great engagement on our YouTube videos on the Accounting Influencers channel. Drop your comments in. I'd love to know. Maybe fear of judgment, criticism from your peers. Who does he or she think they are? Writing a blog or writing a LinkedIn post. Happy to start a conversation with you. You can also go on the Accounting Influencers LinkedIn company page where we're starting to put these podcasts and more things about people that are influential in the accounting world and want to do more good. So let's just expand this a little bit more about building thought leadership over time, because let me tell you what happens when you stick with it. The more consistently you write, the more people in your industry, your clients, your peers, competitors, they just start seeing your name. You are the author, you are the source, you are the go-to person. You're the one that reports, you're the one that comments, you're the one that shares insights and interpretations. The more they see your name, the more they start associating you with leadership, with trust, with smart thinking. They call it top of mind, front of mind awareness. And eventually, someone in your network is going to be faced with a problem, a challenge, something you've written about. Guess who they're going to think of first? You. You are the go-to person, and that's pure gold in any profession. You're not just another accountant anymore. You're a leader, a thought leader, an obvious expert, someone people go to for insights and advice. I'm going to say this time and time again. It happens a lot. People that are technically good, and believe me, there's so many technically good people out there, but they want to create an edge of a difference. A colleague of mine started writing about cybersecurity risks in accounting. At first, only a few people read his posts, but after a while, he started to get shared by people and he became the go-to expert in accounting cybersecurity. It doesn't have to be in the world. It can be just in your business community, your state, your town. He got some speaking invitations, he got some new clients, he got some kudos, internal recognition in his firm, all from sharing his insights publicly. And here's the exciting part. I want to hear your story. Get in touch with me, and who knows, we may feature you in an upcoming episode. I do a side hustle with accountants. I help them get their thought leadership out. How does that look? Well, I interview, if you became a client, I interview you once a month. We have a Zoom call. I gather your thoughts, hear about what you're passionate about, and I turn those into pieces that you can put online. So get in touch with me if you think we can shine a light on your public writing and talk about how it's helped your career. But a couple of tips to finish on how to get started, because maybe you sold, but you don't know where to start. So pick a platform, maybe LinkedIn, maybe your firm's blog. You might have a personal blog. I know some accountants that do that. Start small. There are lots of blogging platforms. Share your thoughts on an industry trend, leadership lesson, experience you've had recently. Try AI and ChatGPT to come up with some ideas. It doesn't have to be revolutionary, just something that reflects your perspective, your expertise, stuff that you're passionate about. And what we're looking for is some momentum, some consistency, a post a week, 10, 20, 30 minutes. Doesn't have to be overly polished. Wasn't it Woody Allen that says success is really just showing up? So after a few months, you'll see the impact, but you've got to be consistent. Don't put something out and then nothing for 6-8 weeks. Get into some rhythm, some routine, some regime, and you'll get more engagement as people start to view. You'll become someone that others turn to for insights, thought leadership. I've created a little writing template. I'll put it in the show notes here on the podcast and on our YouTube channel, just a little writing template. You can take a look at it. It's a quick step-by-step guide to develop your voice as a thought leader. It's a chance for you to get ahead of the curve and get writing. And the ultimate impact is on your career, isn't it? Your firm, because it's not just about you. When you build that personal brand, you become a spokesperson, an ambassador for your firm, an advocate. You show the world the type of leaders that your firm hires, develops. You show the values that you stand for. You show why it's a great place to work. And in an industry where attracting, retaining top talent is critical, your voice can set a tone for others to follow. You are a leader. You want to set an example. And this goes beyond personal branding. Yes, it's great for you, but it's great for the firm too, because if you become known as a leader in your space, clients will see a firm like yours as one that cultivates thought leaders, cultivates innovative thinking, encourages people to step up and share their passions, their expertise. That's the kind of place people want to do business with, the kind of place people want to work. So imagine being that thought leader, someone that not just drives the career, but contributes to the firm's reputation and success. It's a win-win. So develop your leadership brand, whether you're a managing partner, senior leader, someone looking to make their mark in the accounting world. Public writing is a really good move. If you want some help on starting, reach out. Personal branding through content, LinkedIn posts, leadership articles, even video. I'll have a strategy session with you and we'll schedule some quick interviews and capture your insights, turn them into content, and it's shareable. It's a great career move. So have a think about it. Be brave, be courageous. You've got stuff to say. You've got to get it out there. Thanks for tuning into the Accounting Influencers podcast. If this episode has helped you, then subscribe to the show for more insights on how you can lead and influence and grow in the accounting profession. I'll see you on the next episode.